going, guys? It's Dave at Stable Contracts. Hope you're doing okay. And today we are taking a first look at this beast of a car, the Audi RS3 Sportback. Okay, so firstly we're going to talk about the exterior of the vehicle. Let's start with the paint, shall we? So this is the turbo blue, which is solid paint. However, solid, you're thinking free, you're wrong. It's about £590 cost option for this turbo blue solid paint. They do a free colour, which is a grey. I forget the name of it now. It's Camora grey. Thank you, Tim. Which is free and actually is my preferred colour choice. I do like this, but it is very much in your face, which some people are probably going to want to go for, being that it's an RS3. Personally, I prefer a bit more of a sleeper car, and that's why I'd go for the grey. So Audi have thrown in a nice little Easter egg with these daytime running lights. Most people will probably spot this bit, but there's a checkered flag light sequence that flashes up down below here. These alloy wheels are standard on. Before I get into that, I'd actually like to apologise for the state of this car. It is quite dirty, but that's Tim, who's behind the camera there, has been thrashing the car on the way over to the secret filming location, so that's Tim's fault. I apologise on behalf of Tim. As I was saying, these are the 19-inch wide-spoke contrast grey alloy wheels, which are standard on this car. I think they are more than adequate. Some of the black alloy wheel designs that come with this, that you can upgrade to, they've just got stone chip and scratch written all over them, and they look massively expensive to fix. So personally, I'd stick with these. So let's talk about the new front end that Audi have gone with on the RS3. So you've got this Honeycomb Grill here, which I think works so well with this black colour here, and the silver accents breaking it up very nicely. It's a lot more of an aggressive front end than we've seen in previous models, but I think that works really well. So this one's for all those that like looking at engines of cars. And actually, they normally all look the same with just a plastic covering over the top. But Audi have actually made a bit of an effort with the RS3. You can see you've got the four rings here, the TFSI badge, the RS badge, and then a nice bit of red design here, which actually makes it something worth looking at. Now, what does it do? Well, it's just 400 brake horsepower, which will do 0 to 60 in a pretty impressive, or very impressive, 3.2 seconds. The top speed on this car has actually been limited to 155 miles per hour, which, let's face it, I think that's plenty, don't you? So moving to the rear of the vehicle, you can see that Audi have kept the consistency of this honeycomb design round the back of the car, and that breaks up the back end really nicely. Sitting just above the silver accent here, which again, we saw at the front of the car, and then in between these two monster oval exhausts, you've got this black diffuser as well. So as this is a hatchback, you're probably going to want to know what the boot space is like, because let's face it, it's fairly important. And you actually get 282 litres of boot space with the RS3, which is quite a bit less than the actual normal A3 model because of the battery that goes below here, and also the Quattro four-wheel drive system that's in there. But as you can see, Tim's got all his gear in here for his camera equipment and technology, and it's a decent size overall. So this vehicle's been kitted out with the optional £960 option for the RS exhaust package, and basically what that does, it makes the car louder. So cover your ears. So moving on to the interior, and we'll start with the seats. So as standard with the Audi RS3, you get fine Nappa leather upholstery, and that is the default option when you go to order the car. Now this car doesn't have this. They've switched it up and they've gone for Dynamica, like a suede effects finish here, with the side bolsters in a fake leather basically. I'm not entirely sure why they've done that. I think most people probably default and stay with the fine Nappa leather, but they have done. You also get the RS logo embossed at the top here, and the side bolsters in this, like I said, this artificial leather finish. So looking at this centre console, you can see that Audi have continued the silver accents all around here, and then you've got the black gloss finish, which is, as we all know, a massive fingerprint magnet, but looks very nice, just got to keep on top of it. And then the design itself is actually really simple and really nice in my opinion. So you've got your media volume and like skip track button here, the start stop engine with this really nice red ring around it just to show it's an RS, and then your gear selectors here, which again, very simple, very nice. Looks like you've got wireless phone charging and then 2 USB Type-C sockets here. Moving on to the armrest, it is height and length adjustable. Quite small sort of storage bin here, you're not going to get a lot in there if I'm dead honest with you. A little coin holder here, and then the cup holders here with some sort of protecting straps so you can keep your drinks nice and secure. So looking at the fixtures and fittings, the finish if you like, let's start with these door handles because these are pretty cool, quite a futuristic design and very sort of ergonomical, if that's the right word for it. Then moving on, you've got this almost like a carbon fibre but not really sort of finish here along with the Quattro logo. The silver accents which we saw around the front and the back of the car and at the side actually, they've been followed around to the interior here. And then up top, quite a soft finish, it's not that cheap hard plastic finish that you get with some cars. It is a very definite plastic but not hard, not scratchy. Okay, so moving on to the infotainment system, so you've got the MMI Navigation Plus, which is all pretty standard as you'd expect with Audi, and then you have the virtual cockpit, which again is become pretty much stable in most Audis now. It's a great feature, everyone loves it, everyone knows about it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, apart from to say this one unique feature with the RS is you've got this little RS button here, which when pressed, it basically changed the Audi drive select. So you've got your normal efficiency, let's get that back up, efficiency, comfort, auto, dynamic, but then you've got these RS settings you can activate and then customise. So you've got individual performance and torque rear, which I think is for those who like to drift. But also when you do that, the virtual cockpit changes the setup and you have this really unique, this is unique to the RS model. You don't get this with any other virtual cockpits that Audi provide. You see the rev counter here coming from the back to the front. Bit different, bit of a gimmick. What do you think? And then last up, the steering wheel, which is your typical RS steering wheel, flat bottom, multifunction with the flappy paddle thing, which nobody uses. Very, very nice. It's standard, everyone loves it. I would like to see, personally, in the RS, to have a bit of Alcantara in here. That's what I would like as standard with RS models, if it was me.